this?
Awesome. Love to beat these guys. I didn't have a chance to play in my freshman year at Washington State because I had a concussion, but it feels great to play. I mean, I got to play across from one of my good buddies that I played with at Skyline, so it was awesome, man. Awesome. Armand Perry, all these guys did great. So
this defense is like really unrecognizable from just 4 weeks ago. I mean, are you amazed by that? Or you just
something clicked, man. Something clicked, and you know, we believe in our system, we believe in the coaches, and we believe in the guy next to us. And that's what, you know, good defenses, great defenses got to do is just believe in the scheme, believe in each other, and you know we're going 110%, balls to the wall. So I'm loving what our defense is. You know, it's awesome.
Did you guys feel like, with the weather the way that it was, that defense was going to really determine this game in some regard?
Yeah, you know, we always go in, you know, with a chip on our shoulder, just you know, and try to get after it and play like, you know, the game is on us the whole time. That's the biggest and most important thing is that, you know, if it comes down to it, we're going to make plays. And Armand Perry came up with a huge interception right there. Probably should have took a knee, but hey, it looks good in the stats, so we'll take it.
Lyle, talk about that. What was it like playing out there in that environment?
Oh man, it was great. That weather reminded me back in high school playoffs, just knowing it was near and just coming down knowing this was Game 6. I mean, yeah, Game 6. I mean, it's huge. Going back home, got Utah, so we're just looking forward from here on out. So.
Gary, the touchdown pass, you really had to make a play and come back for it to get it. Can you just kind of take us through that?
Yeah, you know, TK, he put the ball up there for a play to be made, and you know, luckily I was able to track it a little bit and go get to it. Something like that.
There's some crazy weather going around outside. You know, there are blackouts, there are bridges closing or whatever. How crazy was it on the field? I mean, was it extreme or anything for you guys? Anything?
Yeah, you know, for me it was a little different because you know I'm used to the warm weather. I don't see the rain too much, but you know we prepare for everything. We practice so hard that you know once we're on the field, it's just us together. We are able to lock in and focus and just kind of block all that out and go play football.
What was it like having Kelly back in the lineup?
It was great. You know, it was great. Burko's an amazing leader, and TK is also an amazing leader. And you know, having him back out there, it's good to see him back out there. And you know, we know all of our quarterbacks can go out and make plays, and that's exactly what he did.
Was there any concern at that last touchdown throw for him? It took a hard hit.
Yeah, you know, quarterbacks know. They know. So every now and again they're gonna take a hard hit, but he's a trooper. He's a soldier. So you know, good.
What was the feeling on the sidelines after UW drove down the field and tied it 10-10?
We were ready, man. We were ready. We knew the offense was going to go down and score, and we knew we were going to be back on the field. And you know, we held them to 3 points. So, you know, they didn't get in the end zone. That was big for us. You know, they drove all the way downfield, and we ended up holding them. So that was huge. You know, our defense just keeps stepping up. You know, all the 3 and outs we had, all the turnovers is just huge, and just keep fighting. And you know, guys on our D line, just we got great leaders like Liu guys talking, and you know, Salamo Fiso, and just great players up front, and just we're very fast, and we communicate so well that, and we trust each other that, you know, we weren't going to let them in the end zone.
Did you guys do a lot of game planning for Shaq? And
yeah, I mean, you know, he's a linebacker. Of course, that's his number 1 position, but you know, he was running the ball pretty much the whole game. So, you know, we play a lot of good running backs in this league, and he's just another one of a good running back, and we just play our defense and tackle. So.
You had a lot of tackles for loss tonight. You guys were getting after the quarterback a little bit. Can you just talk about just having some success in that regard, both of you guys or Liu?
Just starts back in practice. I mean, Coach saying just fanatically improving each day, and I feel like we did that starting on Monday, just in the film room, just studying the tendencies of the quarterbacks and the offense and what they're trying to capitalize on defenses. So it's just every guy just controlling their own attitude and effort in practice, and I feel like everyone did their jobs. You know?
Jordan, what's this like for you here, in-state kid? They didn't recruit you.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Extra?
I already got to play Sark Screw against USC, so that was fun. But you know, I've always had a chip on my shoulder.
Sure.
So it feels great to come out and win. But honestly, I don't really think about that. I just think about the guys next to me, my teammates, and whom I'm playing for. It's my family. So. It feels great to get a win out at UW, though, especially being a former Coug, so I don't really like the Huskies.
First start for them for a freshman quarterback. How limited did it feel like their passing offense was tonight with him in there?
Well, they ran the ball a lot. You know, they put Shaq back there and handed him the ball. You know, our coaches do such a good job preparing us that we prepare for the best. We were preparing for Siler Miles all week. And you know, this freshman quarterback came out, and he's a good little player, but you know, our defense is just so well prepared. Our coaches do such a great job that it didn't really matter.
How much of a battle did it feel like out there, just defensively with the stormy weather?
It was awesome, man. I've been playing in this weather, you know, since I was 8 years old. So just pouring rain and crazy wind, and we played 90% of my high school games in that kind of weather. So it just felt like good to be home and good to play. Everyone always asks me, does it suck to play in the rain? I'm like, I love playing defense in the rain. There's nothing better. That ball come out, it's awesome.
You guys are bowl eligible now. Did that come up in the locker room at all?
No, we expect to be great, and part of being great is winning. So, you know, obviously we are bowl eligible now, but we got bigger goals than that. You know, huh? Way bigger goals, exactly. You know, feel free to chime in, fellas. I know I'm taking
I'm here.
I'm talking a lot, as I always do, but
Gary, you guys, this is your 4th road win. It's supposed to be kind of difficult to win on the road. Why do you think you guys have had so much success?
You know, we expect to win no matter what, and you know, it is difficult to win on the road, especially in this league, because you know, in the pack you can see this kind of weather and warm weather, it all changes, you know. But like Jordan said, we prepare so much, you know, that we expect to be able to win no matter where we go, no matter what the conditions are. You know, like we said, we kind of disregard whatever's going on in the crowd and whatever's going on, and we just play football against the team in front of us and go out and make plays.
Gary, did the wind affect the ball in the air on passes in this game?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was kicking up every now and again, and it kind of affected a little bit. But you know, our receivers were doing a really good job, and our running backs, everybody was doing a really good job kind of adjusting to the ball and being able to go get it, which is what we have to do.
Did that change the game plan, or you guys talking on the sidelines about what you guys were trying to do as a result of the weather offensively?
No, I wouldn't say it changed the game plan. We knew that it might rain. You know, we knew it'd be a little windy, a little cold. So you know, we prepared for all that stuff, and we had our game plan set, and we just stuck to it and kind of made plays.
How much did the wind knock it down on your touchdown pass? How much did you have to adjust to it all of a sudden stop it?
I don't know. The last thing I was thinking about was the wind. I just kind of saw the ball in the air and went to go get it. So I don't know how much it affected it, but I'm just happy I caught it.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.